hopefully that will have fixed it. Let's see how it looks. No, it still looks like garbage. I thought maybe changing the bitrate and then rebooting the stream would do something. I don't know why it looks like that. Is it the downscale filter? Wait, why did the bitrate change back to 2500? Okay. Let's see. I have to look into it. It should be using my GPU. The output, it should be using my AMD as the encoder. Swap to software? Let's see, does that fix it at all? No, it's still staying blocky. Simple. Okay, let's see if setting it to auto fixes it, maybe? Well, it looks a little bit blocky when it moves for a second, but... no, overall, it's not too bad now. Alright, now into the actual Manderville stuff. I'll fiddle around with the actual settings and probably do like a test stream that's going to be deleted. Just one that'll look hopefully decent. I think that looks good. Random, eager to resume our investigations? I know I am. Do you recall that scrap of alien starship we recovered? Well, Inspector Brandehild has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater whole. He has concluded that the vessel will be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. Our most likely scenario, then, is that some unknown agent made off with the starship wreckage, along with Boo-Boo's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there's a singularly shadowy cabal with history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Charlians? Let's head over to Kama first. The Inspector and others are staying in a dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. Maybe it's just the area being dark that makes it bad? Yeah, it's looking really... is it on my view? No. Never noticed it being this bad before. Maybe it's just my hardware power. May not be the best time to share my conclusions. Are we gonna have to head back into the first? This horrible misfortune random. Calamitous even. Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill. He's so bluish-green. More so, I mean. Did he have caught a cold? I suppose it's quite chilly up there in Garlemald. Poo-Poo is an alien. Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? Oh. Nashu's delights are the best medicine for whatever ails you, as the inspector himself can attest. Nashu, he is superhuman. You cannot just blow up some random dude. I think the only people here who can withstand are you, me, and Hildebrand. Good gods, Nashu, you'll blow our host domes out of pieces. Put them away. If I may, when I was cloned from the inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the starship's archives. Information included an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. The Xenoman hybrid mind explains the impossible calculations. I have it. Master Poo-Poo is afflicted by a terrible case of the common cold. Oh. Gods grant me strength. As a visitor to Atheros, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection, and more likely to experience severe symptoms. Tis just as I surmised. Let's put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. Even if it is a common cold. Isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the results of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We need but gather the ingredients. Love low poly, Hildy. Ingredients you shall have. So what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we require can be drawn from Master Poo-Poo's collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. First of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ be extracted from the chapel which wanders salt wines welcome. The slaughtering of a monstrous opponent. That sounds like a job for random. Leave it to me. Nothing like a casual killing of monsters on a Wednesday afternoon. The material in question is a rare fungus known as damp shroom, which I am hoping can be found among the Great Work's extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well. Nashu, Delian, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I'll ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Brandehill, you're such an expert on all things Thavnair. I wouldn't say expert. Simple conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. As I said, I'm hoping the alchemists have the damp shroom we need, but it really is quite rare. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Sure, I have a knack for it. They seem to glow whenever I'm looking for something. And let us not prolong Master Poo-Poo's suffering a moment longer. Since we have a job to do, further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. It seems easy enough to... Hey, there's the little stalker in the window. I saw you out there. Putting Charles Liver should prove no great obstacle to one of your capabilities. To the damp shroom that concerns me. This is my specialty. Probably just one tap it, basically. I'm not sure I'm getting lag spikes. My computer's having issues. Easy anti-cheat was causing issues before, which is a little bit annoying. And I was getting lag when we were doing re-clears. Is a little bit of a concern. At least not very well. So just lock stuff and... Yeah, I mentioned this in my Discord, but any games that use easy anti-cheat are now off the table for me to stream. Because easy anti-cheat has started blue screening my computer. Luckily, I found that out when I checked the logs of my blue screen of death, because both the crashes that happened were right after I tried to launch Dead by Daylight, and the dump file ended up pointing to easy anti-cheat specifically. I think it's specifically named easy anti-cheat, so yeah, I'm not gonna be playing anything with that for a while now. I don't like my computer blue screening. The mission was successful, I assume. Ours is ongoing. Let's see what the item says. Listening livers. Okay, that's just... Who knew a lamp shroom would be so difficult to find? Do we even know what it looks like? Random. I had every confidence to bring us a suitable liver. Alas, the dank shroom yet eludes us. There's that creepy little bastard. The alchemist said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. Then I must put my keen inspector sense to work. Stand back whilst I attune myself with the essence of the dank. Damp. The word is damp shroom. You know, forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. His abilities are there. He's close, my friends, and getting closer and closer even as we speak. Here you folk are in the market for damp shrooms? I have something to sell if you're interested. Trustworthy trader. Sure he is. He looks very trustworthy. How? Certainly are, my fine fellow. Right then, if you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction upon the perfumed rise. He is surely trustworthy. Was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. But in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildebrand, preternatural Perception is one of his least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. Let's just go with the flow. He's not very good at hiding. He just runs straight after. Yeah, I forgot I have this mount. Cute. One of the custom deliveries. Actually get the thing as a mount. Alright, let's see how this can go wrong. Does this not touch? Strike is a touch convenient if not contrived. That's just my time with Hildebrand, really. Quest for medicinal components nears its end. Stay strong, Master Poo Poo. Well, if they're trying to mug us, I feel bad for them in that case. Yeah. You're here. Good, good. And here's the damp shroom as promised. Is it? Oh, glad are we for your assistance. So fast, there's still the matter of payment. Of course, how much do we owe you? There's an extreme rarity. The fungus in question I couldn't let go for less than 1 million gil. That's not much. It's like a map material. 1 million gil for one measly mushroom? That's outright robbery. A bargain I counter. You would pay tenfold my price in the markets. I thought due kindness in light of your urgent need, but I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. Not you, how fare we for coin? Somehow an inspector? I mean, I could probably just go to the market board and find one for like 20 gil. If someone's gathered it. And this is a prickly pickle. How are we to obtain sufficient funds at such short notice? Yes? I have an orchestron roll collecting problem. Gotta buy them all. Spent the last of my savings on Return to Oblivion. That one hits a little bit too close to home, okay? I didn't want to get called out like that. I legitimately spent like 1 million gil on an orchestron roll for one of the new ones a while back. I think during I think it might have been, what was it? Under the Moonlight, I think I spent almost 1 million gil on. But, I'm your rich benefactor. Your savior in every sense of the word. Give that man nothing. Hi. We have you now, you deceitful scum. Your swindling days are over. Actually, I wonder how much Return to Oblivion actually is on the market board. I have to Google that. Versalis. And I like how that technically means that the music... Holy crap, that is expensive. 4.2 million gil at cheapest. It looks like the cheapest it's gone for... ever would be... realistically 2 million. Where does it drop then? Probably. Eden's Verse Refulgence. Yeah, I can see how that would have. That, I like how the devs actually looked at the market board for prices of them. Have you seen the new Manderville webs? Yes, I have, actually. I checked them all out at the beginning of stream. And welcome in, Pickle Raff. How's it going? How's your day been? Yeah, the entire first, like, half-hour stream was looking at the weapons and whatnot. I really like the look of pretty much all of them. I am definitely going to be going for the samurai weapon. I love the look of the paladin sword. The shield I wasn't a big fan of. There was the Reaper one I really loved. The Gunbreaker one, I love the look of the handle, specifically. There's so many of them. I missed it. I was getting back to swing of throwing my head against PF. Well, there will be a VOD of it up. Shortly after doing it, I tried reloading my stream because of issues with it being a bit blocky with the bitrate or whatever. I haven't managed to figure it out, but it'll be basically one specific video. Yeah, the Reaper one goes hard. It does. Pretty much all of them are top tier. I can see myself grinding for a lot of them. I'm going to be spending so many tomes. The Dark Knight one was amazing, I think. Like, it's right up there with the Heaven's Ward final relic. Like, what else was there that I really liked? Reaper was good. Monk was alright. I do like the minimal look of actually just glowing gloves. Kind of sucks how Dragoon weapons have been getting shafted recently, though. Don't all Dragoon weapons get shafted? Yeah, that was bad fun, but, the ninja ones are alright, but they don't fit my style of ninja weapons because I still prefer small daggers. I need to get the Shadowbringers one final step for ninja, because those might be my favorite ones. They're very subtle. I mean, literally called Blade Subtlety, I believe, but the Samurai one I am definitely grinding for because I love the look of the weapon and I love the look of the sheath. Dragoon one doesn't look too bad, but it's not my kind of thing. I love the Machinist one because it looked like it has a proper scope, it has a nice black and silver and brass look, and the barrel is amazing. I might set that to 1 hour instead of 15 minutes because that's a little long. Half an hour, that seems about right. So many good weapons out, but it's all locked behind tomes. They are. I'm gonna have to grind so many weapons. I mean, so many tomes. The Red Mage one makes me actually want to play Red Mage. Summoner one was alright. The Black Mage one looks cool. White Mage is one that I wasn't too keen on. It looks so much like the... what was it called? The Cripplurker one, I think. The Astral one is really cool because it looks kind of like the scales of Nalthal. And the Sage ones weren't too bad either. But they're probably going to be one of the back burner ones. And yeah, those are my thoughts on all the weapons. I saw the Warrior one when I was doing Recluse my static. I quite like the look of it. The Tomenin weapons make me want to play. They are decent. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the tome or the ninja weapons that look like they're just double swords. So they're one of my back burner ones. Yeah, definitely gonna be grinding for the samurai one, especially since I am a samurai main this tier. With Black Mage Lantern too. Yeah, the Cap Tomes weapons are still so good. I've got to work on getting my weekly P12 clear today, so I can actually buy a new. Or actually, I'm probably gonna save it since they're gonna be just for glam, so I can buy 2 weapons instead of 1, and just wait a while for the glam when. What was it? When. Is it at the end of the tier, or is it when the Alliance raid drops that it goes from 7 weapons to 4 for a tome? Yeah, I'm gonna collect weapons for that, or I mean, yeah, the unsung weapons for that point, and just buy a bunch of different weapons just for the glam. The weapons are making me want to try so many more jobs. I need to grind them out and get them all to 90. I'm still on the road to 70 with everything, and then 80 and then 90. And that's just, I don't tend to do my daily grinds or anything. Gonna get back to the Hildy quests. Rods at Han City Guard at your service. We'd received reports of this man's questionable activities and have been keeping a close eye on him ever since. Damp shroom is a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price this charlatan quoted you was, quite frankly, ludicrous. Thanks to your ignorance and poor judge of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you're welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Yes, very much so. That is very, very, monogamous of you. You got it for free, instead of me having to spend $1 million on that. You think I enjoy tricking fools out of their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. Ooh. He blames a rising star among the merchant princes for his woes. Van Hootie, I believe his name was, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to restructuring the hierarchy, put a lot of people out of work. I know that. Oh, what just happened to my browser? It went black for a moment. I know that name. Something about an acquisitions deal gone sour. Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Honish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family business in its entirety. Truly, there is no telling how deep the coffers of Von Hootie are, nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such kingly wealth so damnably fast. There are whispers, though, they solve alchemy's oldest and most legendary problems: transmutation of base metals into gold. Oh, he has an alchemist stone. Unlikely to say the least. However, the source of Von Hootie's riches, he shows no reluctance in spending them. He bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh? I don't think, even Alchemist Stone would do much for him, considering most metal prices in this game are basically nothing. Gold's worthless. Swindling case had barely stirred before he sold it, Inspector. All in a day's work, my dear Nashu. I believe our business upon the scented hill is concluded. Let's hurry the ingredients back to Inspector Brandehill, shall we? Right away. And we have a new villain for this arc. Who are you? Quit stalking me. I don't know how Nashu feels. He may have mollified his lordship with secrets of divine manifestation, but the stench of failure yet clings to me. Divine manifestation? You mean creation magics? I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. Wee hee hee. He has the One Piece left. What's his name? Wrestler guy. Also, I'd be surprised if I didn't have some stalkers in Eorzea, considering how famous and important the Warrior of Light is. Being friends with literal leaders of 3 city-states, savior of the planet more than once, and stopper of calamities, all that. Honestly, I wonder that the Warrior of Light doesn't basically have a group mobbing them at all times to get their autograph. I think the only reason is because the Warrior of Light's face isn't known quite as well because there's no TV and stuff. After all that, we paid not a single gil for the damp shroom. The manifestation of such windfalls must be another facet of the Inspector's uncannily good fortune. Your suffering nears its end, Master Poo-Poo. Inspector Brandahild's remedy fails, we can always try my explosive cure-all. Yeah, I'm down for that, why not? Ooh, that's actually a good idea. Shame this place doesn't have a inn. Or does it? No, I don't think this has an inn. It'd be nice if it did. Let's actually go with detective outfit instead of casual. Looking at it, I kind of want it. Just to get into the inspector persona. Let's see, what should I run? Samurai, I need a... I'm gonna go with a decent inspector look. All my glamour plates are full of different glams. This one I'll remove. I was playing around with sort of a steampunk look, but this one didn't go so well. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could use... Actually, I think I can. If I rock this hat... Rose slacks. Ah, these ones look good with it. Shame I don't have my machinist at 90, because this would be good for machinist. Yeah, like specifically the machinist pistol. And fashion accessories. Oh, I only have the false shaded spectacles. Isn't there a... Glasses? False spectacles. Yeah. Let's see, do I? What do the regular spectacles look like? Should be able just to look at the market board. I would like the glasses I usually use on this character as a fashion accessory, but I don't know if I'd be able to get one. Is this the one? They're false classic spectacles. What did I usually use? I was using for... where is it? There was... okay, there's only rimless and elegant rimless. There's no version that's... oh. It's an FC thing. Or FC sub. Is this the cheapest place for them? Or is it worth switching to a different place? Eh. There's 72k on Genova. That's worth me quickly popping over there for the outfit. And then going back to the Hildebrand, because I got sidetracked making a inspector type outfit. I really hope they do make a fashion accessory version of the elegant rimless glasses, or the inspector spectacles, I think they are. Pop over to my old homeworld of Genova, which is where I used to live before I moved over to Aether to be with my current FC and all my friends. I still think it was absolutely worth making the move. Because all my friends on... ooh, I can actually try some of these on. Yeah, that looks actually really neat. And this axe. Yeah, my friends who used to play on Genova are no longer there. Or no longer playing. They were actually the ones who got me to stick with it, because I joined a small community of people, and it made it fun. And then I found the community that ooh. I didn't realize these were a thing. I didn't even notice that. I've been wanting these sort of glasses for so long. How do you get them? Oh, that's a new variant reward. Okay, so I'm not going to spend any money because I'm going to be doing the variant in the future. But I've been wanting these for so long. Let's go use these, and then I can wear them while I'm doing... Ah, this guy brings back memories. Always AFK there. Just like Mint do in Charlian. Always dancing. Actually, nobody comes to mind for a... Ooh, is that the new one? That looks like the new one. But, back to Razahan. Spam messages. Yeah, it looks like possibly a person whose account got compromised as well. Spamming RMT. That's an actual name, though they might have just hit the randomize name button. But there we go. That looks decent, I think. And you can actually use your weapons and stuff now with it. Now, they won't appear in cutscenes, but walking around, this feels a lot more like I'm a detective. How does this die? Eh. That looks kind of nice. I feel like the right type of orange dye would go good, because I saw that one person hanging out there with it, but I don't know where they are anymore. Inspector Hildebrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his damp shroom. Yep, it's, I love having liver in my pockets. A fine specimen, thank you. I'll be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let's convey Master Poo-Poo outside, that we may administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. Huh, cute. This doesn't seem like an ambush at all. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us, and we can commence this treatment. Ooh. I'm still wondering if this is going to end up being a mount that you get at from the final Manderville questline quest. I really wish glasses are just able to be added to any outfit for cutscenes and stuff, because I just like having my character wear glasses like I do. One part of myself that I put into my character. Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough. We've saved it! Master Poo-Poo will recover his strength in mere moments. It seems his power of recuperation are just as creepy stalker. Are just as advanced as his technology. I came here from another world. A stranger you've no cause to trust, and yet you treat me so kindly. People of this star are so very welcoming. You are a dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. It is our pleasure to help. This means Meteon didn't wipe out all life in the universe. Just a notable amount. You should quit while you're ahead. It will be my pleasure to harm. You really think you stand a chance? I could probably just knock you to the moon with swing my sword like a baseball bat. Ooh. This needs to be a meme. Actually, it probably is. A random crystal on the ground. I like how he's just constantly saving us. I'll not fall for the same trick twice. I don't know how this physics of this work, but Scorpion. Alright, come on, hit me with a tank buster. I've been through Savage, I have third eye. I like the crayon drawings. And the confusion. The Hildebrand also has the ability to just stop time. Oh. Damn, he's got a power. Overloading him. Do those things bounce? I didn't think those things bounced. I thought they were made of minerals, not rubber. I can't tell if that beam was strong or not, considering it put Hildy in that state. Come on, tank buster me, I can take it. No worse than taking one of the hits of the shared tank busters and P10S. Wait, what? Wow, she loves her bombs. How impressive is her throw? Going for the three-pointer. Who are you? Oh, wait, that's me. I forgot I was wearing this outfit. Slam dunk. Yoink. Taking that as a screenshot. I really do be ballin'. Not again. And that's gonna be my new chat blocker. I love just being a participant in the chaos. Yeah, I saw the shoe and it's like not the one I usually wear. I'm like, who's this? I will switch back to my usual outfit. Who are you? I think I'll run while I'm running. What I'm running. Took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand, somewhat singed but apparently unharmed. Pondered and puzzled over this inexplicable fortitude of yours and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien? Possibly. Fine, just. But I assure you, I am without a doubt an Oldon-born Manderville of terrestrial Huron stock. He's Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? He was birthed by the 7th umbral calamity. I mean, technically that is true, because he came from the writers stopping with the cannons. Or just going wild with the story before 1.0 shut down. Where do I even begin? But never mind, we have more pressing matters. Such as locating Master Poo-Poo's missing comrade. It's time we reopen the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly. I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. If not Garlemald, then... Yep, Charlians. I'm all but certain they've allied with the insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. I wager we'll find what we're looking for in old Charlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. Charlians can't be bothered to formally ally with foreign nations, much less aliens, and the Loperates don't count. Trust me, they'd sooner flee the star than attempt to subjugate it. I'll go with this one, because they have sent out hitmen before, considering the Astro quests. While Master Delian's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Charlians set the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Mayhap their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. You got a point there. Now, I've spoken out of turn. Please forgive my presumptuousness. You're, too smart. Nay, my friend, I too sense our path points to the Isle of Archons. I can pull a few strings to get the investigation running smooth, I'm sure. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Charlian immediately. At this point, I could probably be an honorary Archon in the study of Deicide. I mean, who's going to tell someone who has practical experience in Deicide that the Deicide isn't a study? My calculations may have failed me, but my companions did not. It was your quick thinking that saw the villain laid low, with a tremendous flourish, no less. I'm also going to quickly swap in that new chat blocker, because that is an amazing shot. I think that one? There we go. Me just plain ballin'. Randale told me you all went in search of ingredients for my medicine. I'm so very grateful. Time has come, Random. Charlian is the beating heart of this conspiracy, and I won't let them hide their machinations any longer. Nice teamwork, Random. Thank you. Went for the assist. Ooh, an actual item? Is it a new emote, or an outfit, or a mount, maybe? Charlian awaits. We need only charter a suitable sea vessel. Of course, but does not the city lie many days sailed in the north? There's no swifter means of reaching our destination? I can teleport. Oh, right, experimental aetherite. I forgot about that thing. That was a plot point a while back for one short time on how we get there quickly. Experimental aetherite will allow us to teleport thither even absent attunement. Splendid. Then we shall avail ourselves of the technological marvel forthwith. Good luck with the aether sickness. That was not fun. I'll make my way there the old-fashioned way, where I will not suffer. Hopefully. Refill my water. Oops. Sprinting took off my glasses. Ooh. Bit of lag there. Here's been weirdly laggy lately. Oh, God save me. Yep. Delian wasn't too attached to his dinner. How severe is your aether sickness, Master Poo-Poo? I'm not surprised Hildebrand's perfectly fine. Oh, when you travel the cosmos as much as I have, teleportation is not the least bit disconcerting. I'm more surprised Nashi's fine. But this is a city of learning. Sophisticated gentlemen should feel right at home here. How are you not all sick to your stomachs? Experimental aetherites make travel exponentially more fun. Sometimes I feel as if I'm the only normal person in this group of eccentrics. You are now. I've succumbed to the madness. It's not time to succumb to nausea. Not here in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it the Charlian secret agents travel the star in search of specimens, which they collect and bring home in service to a confidential research project. Said project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. If we're to find answers, then that's where we need to look. Oh, that's where our ship is. Labyrinthos, not a military facility. I've been there. Hey, this Labyrinthos sounds promising. So we head down there and make inquiries as to whereabouts of our missing alien friend. We simply take a lift from the Hall of Artifice, yes? Then let's be on our way. I need to switch my title, I just realized. My 14 title. Gentlewoman, there we go. Classic. Get to the Aetherite, teleport to Rostra. Hey, welcome in, Piop. How's it going? That title brings me back. Which one, the Gentlewoman or the stream title? I used it a lot back when I was Little Sprout. Yeah, I only use it now for, Manderville quests. Because you gotta play the part. It's fun getting into the whole Manderville persona. Just, becoming one with the madness. It is a decent title. True and real. There's just something fun about getting into the world of 14. Pretending you're part. Like, truly becoming part of it. Which is why I'm wearing a detective outfit. For the Inspector Hildebrands, Agent of Inquiry. Beautiful architecture. Charlian is clearly one of your more advanced civilizations. They are. I'm doing good, just chilling, leveling my miner. How are you? I'm doing quite good. Enjoying the new content so far. I've also taken a look at the Manderville weapons, which are fun. And all really good. But overall, today's been quite good. Got my re-clears done as well. Nice and quick. Got some decent numbers for P9S. Some of my best ones yet, I think. P11S went smooth with the first run clear. Ooh, that's a really nice outfit. Ah, I think it's dyed pearl white. I kind of like the white Reaper instead of the usual edgy Reaper for that outfit. Yeah, Miner's neat. It was actually my first class I got to 80 back when I was still playing through Shadowbringers. So I ended up just grinding it through, what was it called? The Firmament. I actually got that to 80 before I got any of my battle quests up to 80. Diadem, yeah, that. It was my first max level class in 14. And it's actually part of what kept me still playing, because I found it kind of fun grinding it. Because this talking is making my throat dry. Which isn't good with the slight cough that I have. I'm gonna be like 30 seconds. And I'm back. With fresh water. Oh, everything refreshes when I switch this source. That's a little bit annoying. Everything will reappear in a second, including my VTuber thing. Thank you for the welcome back. But yeah, I ended up having COVID like 2 weeks ago, and ever since I've had an annoying little bit of a cough, which means I need more water. Ooh, well, what is that? Oh lord, yeah. It wasn't fun, but luckily I was completely vaxxed and everything, and quarantined myself. I took the COVID test, and it was unfortunately positive, but I'm feeling good again now. There were no serious side effects. It was basically just like a bad cold. But, yeah, I'm quite happy about that. It was actually the first time I've gotten sick in like 3 years, because I'd been still following all the pandemic stuff even well after it ended. Yeah, I think last time I was sick was shortly before the pandemic started. Then I followed all the pandemic stuff. Hadn't gotten sick for like 3 years, and then the first time was last week, or last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. The week when I didn't do any streaming. Yeah, gonna continue on the Hildebrand quest, since that was the main focus of stream. Or for this stream specifically. Same here, I wonder if that means it'll catch up to me soon. Hopefully not, but hopefully nowadays it's not gonna be too bad. What with all the vaccination stuff being out there that people can take, and just generally taking caution to hopefully minimize the risk. Because I'm like 90% sure it was my dad's friend coming over that brought COVID. Because that was the one time we had someone come over that wasn't family. And then, not long after, COVID. But overall, it's been decent. Yeah, back to actually reading all the Manderville story. It says, archives are said to be bursting with knowledge of countless peoples accumulated over the centuries. I should very much like to peruse the shelves once we've obtained or attended to our main mission. Also looking forward to new weapons. Thank you, I'm much recovered. I feel important. Leaving my all-purpose cure can perk you right up. Nothing like blowing up to feel better. Blue mages know that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be grinding the samurai weapon because it looks so cool. But I'm going to need 3,000 tomes. So I only have the first stage of it, since the second stage didn't appeal to me. And I saw the new one, and it looks amazing. Ah, these must be the lifts in question. Might actually need to also grab more coffee later, because I only went for water just to make it a quick BRB. You wish to descend into Labyrinthos, madam? Of course. My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure the proper permissions before we can allow them entrance. If it is assurances you need, then surely a single glance is all you require to judge us trustworthy. I mean, I can probably just vouch for them. Except for Delian. I honestly can't vouch for him. He's completely insane. But he hasn't seemed malicious so far, so he's probably fine. I can certainly make some judgments. That is neither here nor there. The mission to Labyrinthos is subject to foreign policy. Actually, no, I can't guarantee... no, I can't actually guarantee any of them. They are absolute chaos incarnate. Brandiel is basically the only one who seems vaguely sane. And somehow that creepy stalker Lalafell is surely gonna find a way down. Hill and Poo-Poo are probably the only two that I can vouch for. You're the ones who should be judged. I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it. Xenotechnology? I sincerely have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again do our paths cross in the most serendipitous fashion. Is this Godbert? Yes, it is. Our pantsless benefactor. Father, what business brings you to Charlian? I'm in search of a certain object, one crucial to the continued refinement of Manderville weaponry. Ooh. I like when that crosses over. My investigation lead me to believe is to be found here in Labyrinthos. And as you also seem to have business down below, my son and his bosom companions. If I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift? Better you vouching for them than me. Ah, Master Godbert Manderville. The forum sent word of your impending arrival. As a member of Syndicate, your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to five members. Pray consider their permissions arranged. How fitting, and I have permission myself? I know not your current mission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archeon. How does Godbert have higher vouching right over you, the Warrior of Light? Hey, he's getting stuffed. That's a good question, but I guess he has actual precedent to let them in? I mean, I wouldn't vouch for them necessarily. I mean, Nashu carries bombs around as medicine. Hildebrand is Chaos Incarnate. Delian is just an insane conspiracy theorist. The only two I'd probably vouch for are Poo-Poo and Brandyhild. God bless them, yep. It's fun being part of their chaos. But, I could not vouch for them being anything but chaos. And I would not put my name on the line for them. I mean, there were those ruins of Thavnir that Godbert put back together. Almost jumped off. We're underground, but above ground at the same time. Yeah, this is a really neat zone. I don't want an upskirt of Delian. This is a really neat zone, the whole artificial sky, and the fact that this was the volcano Azim leapt into, I believe. Just for grapes. Supposedly, anyway. Supposedly just for grapes, but to save people and make it all about themselves. That way they're the subject of ire. An underground archive with such extravagant recreation of outdoor habitat. What innocent purpose could it possibly serve? Ah, but of course, they're performing simulations to hone their strategy for aiding the aliens in their invasion of the world above. What an incredible vault of accumulated curiosities. I should very much like to return here once our mission is complete. Ah, they've transformed the subterranean environment into one more suited for surface beings. I'm reminded of the orbital stations built by my own home star. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. Charlian structures truly are works of art. Simply inspiring. If I remember correctly, Charlian has a few of these pillars that aren't quite centered, so they're a little bit off, or a little bit askew, and once you see them, you can't unsee them, and you absolutely hate it. From what Father tells me, the storage facility is replete with samples and specimens collected from every land on Aetheris. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashed starships, it would be these studious folk. I mean, we have a starship. They don't really need a crashed one. We already have probably the most efficient one in the universe, considering we went to the end of the universe in a very short time. A shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, we have no record of any such object in our archives, either whole or in part. Or so you would have us believe. But the purpose of this complex, this military fortress, is plain. You cannot deny you're conducting secret research on alien starships. We're not conducting secret research on alien starships. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Thomazon, but it was neither for military purposes nor of extraterrestrial origin. Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine, I'll dig up the facts myself, and then everyone will hear what you're really up to. Don't mind him, he's insane. While I cannot assist you with your missing craft, I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance to your companion here. You do? And where was this, pray tell? At Manderville Agronomics in the medial circuit. Lift at the back of the building will take you down there. Many thanks, my good man. Well, it seems you found yourself a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I shall bid you good hunting and good day. I look forward to getting my Manderville weapon. I do so much grinding. There are so many weapons I want in Tier 3. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the Agent of Inquiry and friends is in order. To Manderville Agronomics we go. Time for another individual, or another... Garber just leaves the Scooby-Doo game with that. Brave. I think he just trusts me to keep them in line. I mean, we have had experiences outside of Hildebrand shenanigans. He knows we're reliable. Now, I can't exactly keep them in line, but I can keep the chaos to a relative no, not a minimum, but I can reduce the chaos a little bit. So that way it's not permanent destruction. I miss the old poly grapes. It's really neat that they end up making it a stress toy gift bag thing for what was it, the FanFest. Hey, welcome in, Ratsusu. Just came to say hi, since I don't want spoilers, specifically for Hillycrest, so hope you have a fun stream. Well, thank you for stopping in, and, yeah. Hope you enjoy them when you go through them yourself. But I do appreciate you, stopping by to say hi. And, yeah, I thought that was hella cool. Yeah, I really hope that they make the goodie bag stuff something you can buy from the store. Also, love you, Glam. Thank you. I decided to go for a detective outfit for the Hildebrand quests. Okay, bye. And, bye, Matsusu. I'll see you around. But, yeah, I hope they make the goodie bag stuff something they'll sell on their store, because of the fact that the tickets were so limited, so many people just couldn't go because they didn't even have the chance to buy tickets. Hopefully next year, or next one, I'll have the money saved up to be able to go and actually have a chance to buy a ticket, because honestly, right now, that's the one thing I really, really want. I'll attend the UK one, so I hope we get the same goodie bag. I think it'll be the same goodie bag for everyone. Like, NA, UK, and JP. Yeah, FanFest is the one convention I think I would really want to go to. Big fan of Asm Crystal. I really want that too. I need to get like a translucent orange, or like an amber, what's it called? Amber 3D printer resin, and print my own. I do have a red one, or red mage job crystal somewhere around here. I think I have a picture. I can throw the picture in the Discord when I find it. But I 3D printed a red mage job crystal with a resin printer. And it looks pretty decent. I just don't know where it is right now, so I can't take a new picture of it, so I'll have to find an old one to throw on Discord. Which I'll also plug since I'm mentioning it. I always forget to plug it aside from at the end of stream. Yeah, if I get the resin, I can 3D print basically any of the job stones as long as I can get a decent model of it. Which includes the Asm one, as long as I can get a good model of it. I just need the proper resin. That was actually something I was thinking of doing if my static ends up going to the next FanFest, is getting all their main jobs and printing them all each crystal. But now I've got to swap the one that I print off from Summoner to Samurai. Wholesome and cute. Yeah, it's just something that I thought would be really neat. It's like, I had the ability to do it, and like, I think Hino would be... well, she's running Dancer this tier, but I might even print off multiple, since once I get the resin, the amount of resin used wouldn't be too much, so I could probably print off more than one. So, like, I'd be able to print off myself the Summoner and Samurai, you know, the White Mage and Dancer, Asian, the Sage and Summoner, and so on. Did I think it was Asian? I could be mistaken. If I remember all the job changes, but I can find them in the history of the stream chat. Plus, one other thing I want to 3D print is the Ancient's Mask, because I think if I go to FanFest, I'd probably go for the Sophist's robe and mask as my glam, or my, I call it a glam, cosplay. I am really way into 14, where cosplay is just transplanted by the word glam. I'm still iffy on showing my face, even IRL, but I have actually thought of maybe making that like either a birthday thing or a stretch goal for charity, a face reveal, because I'm still very iffy on showing my face, but I don't know. Ever since I started streaming, I have more confidence in myself and whatnot. Like, I'd probably be willing to show my face to my static, but it's something I still need to get up the courage to do for just like straight up showing my face, because that's something I don't do. Proud of you? Well, thank you. I'm definitely glad that streams brought out more of my one step at a time, not like there's hurry, yeah. Part of why I want to end up showing my face eventually is because I'd want to move my rig into my room rather than being stuck with it right beside the modem. So, like, I'd need a very long LAN cable to be able to move my rig into my room. And until I do move it into my room, I can't use my face cam as an actual face cam. If you're just going straight face cam instead of VTubing might be easier. But plus it would mean I'd be able to actually stream longer and more often, probably. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about being in sort of a common area. Because as it is right now, I'm stuck in the living room because my computer only has wired, and even if I were to get a Wi-Fi dongle, the Wi-Fi in my room is not very good, and it would not be good for streaming. But those are future plans. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on with the Manderville quests. You must be talking about one of those new Mandragora strains. Go to a batch of bright blue stray onions. I'm afraid they start to rot almost immediately. Not a mandrake, you say? Well, the only other bluish things I can think of around here are the grapes. Look how luscious this crop turned out. Any extra stuff? Not interested in grapes. But fine and juicy looking grapes. Would have been even funnier if these were the poly grapes. Actually, that would have been a brilliant move to make that one specific grape a poly grape just for this scene. Just to go with the poly Hildy. Mark my words, I'll find the evidence I require. They can't hide all traces of their alien alliance. Oh, right. Oh, you're not Nashu? You're just a random cat girl. Now that you mention it, I may have you perchance come across an individual resembling this delightful blue ragamuffin here. I'm just quickly looking for all the bonus talking. Now, the new expansion is going to be a lot of streams, considering how long I spend on a given quest. Especially considering I have a habit of going and talking to all the side NPCs I can in relation to quests like this. Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the Mandragoras hereabouts. But if, as you say, it's something else you're after, I'm not sure if I can be much help. I've only just started working here, so you may have more luck asking the older hands. Think about where is Master Poo Poo? Oh, he's right there. I'm also out of sprint. Yeah, they do kind of look the same. Just bluer. Master Poo Poo has found your friend. Maybe they can help us find the old one. If anyone ever mistake me for Mandragora, we look nothing alike. You definitely do look alike. Roughly. I'm gonna be 1 second getting up. I have little snacks here. I don't remember what they're called. I think they're like red lips or something. I don't know. What are they called? Cherry lips, I think they're called. These things. I'm gonna... Alright, I have that thing up. Where is it? These. They're very, floral. People say they taste like soap, and I guess you could say they do. It's more the floral perfumey thing that you get with soap, which is why people think they taste like soap, but they really don't. Yeah, they're actually pretty decent. They're a bit hard, but they're really good. Well, that's something similar for. Maybe. I don't even know where you... Well, they're... Looks like they are British. You can probably get them on Amazon or something. Oops, I accidentally muted my mic. There we go. That's why I was swapping. I don't know. I kind of like these quote-unquote soap candy type things. Like the gum that people say tastes like soap. It's just they taste floral. Which for some reason people associate with soap flavor. The soap itself is just plain bitter and gross. Ever heard that before, the soap thing? Yeah, it's... I'm not sure what it is that makes people call them soap. Maybe it's just they have a lot of specific floral scent that makes them considered to be like soap, considering actual soap has a lot of floral flavor. One moment. Yeah, they're also the floral gum things, which taste very similar, so that's probably why people think they taste like soap, because they have such a strong floral scent to them that it's like the smell of soap. But they're honestly quite good. Not too sweet. Very tough. Yeah, you can definitely get them off of Amazon. It'll last you a long while since you have to chew on one for like a minute each. Yes, the little blue man. Saw with my own 2 eyes I did. I was no Mandragora. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be eating these while trying to read out stuff. I have to get it unstuck from my teeth. The leader in the company of an outside visitor passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there. Only this friend you described was scuttling along with them. I know not for what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long. So now we have a lead. I do really like the look of the... No, that's the... Ooh. Gentle Mage's umbrella. Ooh, I actually really like the look of that. If I dye this... blue... Oh, that looks so nice. I really want that now. It's specifically a level 80 weapon. I don't know where you get that, though. Ow. Bit my cheek with that. Ooh, that's just allied seals. 800 of them from Blue Mage thing. But with this... Let's save the outfit. This isn't a safe zone. I was going to look at the top hat I had. Oh, that's looking nice. Even if these were completely black, that would look really good. Very much an old gentleman look. Sort of thing you'd see in like a Victorian era comic or something, carrying their cane, and then they just pull it out, and they're surprisingly powerful, stopping like a group of thugs that stop someone in the street and then walking off mysteriously. I actually love the look of that weapon. There's also the upcoming umbrella weapon for samurai, but that one I'm not too hyped about. Though it would make for a good Zach cosplay. I don't know why, but I just like the sort of Victorian aesthetic. My cheek's bleeding. My cheek when I was chewing on that candy, and now it's bleeding, and halfway I taste is blood. It wasn't a deep cut or deep bite or anything, it's just enough to make it bleed, which is not very pleasant. Wonderful, that corroborates the information. Are you okay? Yeah, it's just a lightly bit my cheek, but just enough to draw blood, so... It's just more annoying than anything, it doesn't even hurt anymore. That out was just me swallowing the candy wrong, since it was a little bit sharp. Wonderful, that corroborates the information I but moments ago skillfully swirled out of this farmer. I'm making this candy sound dangerous, aren't I? Claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question. In fact, I will bring them to talk about shortly. Yeah. I promise it's not the candy that's an issue, I'm just not good at eating food, apparently. I do recommend trying the candies, but if you do, I definitely recommend getting a very small one because they are very much a you like them or you hate them thing. So yeah, I just recommend a very small package if you ever try them. Or just like, I don't know if any of your convenience stores have them, but they're also gum that tastes similar. Called Chiclets, I think? I don't think they really have them anymore in convenience stores. I'm thinking of something else. Let's round up the others. We shall be present to hear what revelations this professional collector has to share. I should really just have a separate source specifically for going off topic and Googling stuff, just so people can see what I'm Googling for stream. I just need like a specific browser so that way I don't expose any personal information. You're the folk asking about the little blue man, yes? Oh, you brought someone who's practically identical. You must be the same species, surely. My friend really was here, then? Certainly were. If you have moaned at 3, I'll tell you the whole tale. Yeah, I might look at implementing that. Just like making or installing like a specific browser specifically for that, and just a hotkey that'll turn on and off that browser source so that people can actually see when I'm Googling random stuff. Or maybe just make it a separate source in the top corner for people to look at. Begin at the beginning. I was in Thabnir on a procurement mission. I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As I mentioned, the companion was almost your twin parents. And the wagon they rode upon bore a damaged vessel the likes of which I'd never seen before. Sounds like the thing they're looking for. Could it be? As a collector by trade, I have a certain weakness for oddities. Thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire after his company and his cargo. The man was only too happy to share a story. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into the war-torn lands of Garlemald to sell his wares, reasoning that where there was conflict, there would be need for medicinal goods. The state of affairs was rather more volatile than he had anticipated, however, and he was soon forced to abandon his venture, so the apothecary began his long trek home. Only shortly thereafter, discovered a strange silvery ship and its shaken pilot crash landed in a snowfield. It could not be a coincidence. That's surely it. The story continues. After extricating the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, he brought them home to Radzahan. His guest wished to make repairs to the craft, yet even among the wonders of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring the wreckage itself to Labyrinthos. After they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, even the Thaumazian engineers who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding its technology impossible to comprehend, let alone replicate. The little blue fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics. While the engineers followed the step-by-step to craft the essential bits and bobs, the apothecary and his companion were waiting here at Merrill. Then what happened? Once their industrious visitor had what they needed, they repaired the vessel in a twinkling. They then departed almost immediately, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of them ever since. I'm told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineer's services. But being typical Charlians, I wager they would have happily forfeited the coin for the chance to pour over every square ailment of that ship. Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm getting to think such an incredible vessel must have been some kind of starfaring craft. That little blue man, well, must have been an alien from another world. You are quite correct. Oh, you're a nutjob. That's what I'd like to believe. I'm an avid reader of the Thavnarian truth, you see. I love to entertain these idle flights fancy. I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. To be true, I have readership in Charlian. Perhaps I misjudged these people. Your comrade is hale and healthy, Master Poo-Poo, and in the company of Honish alchemist of undisclosed description. Yes, this is wonderful news. I'm grateful indeed that we made the journey. I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let's return to Radzahan and continue the search. Back to where we started, I guess. And there was absolutely no chaos. That's very surprising for Hildy. Hildy random stuff might actually be the entire stream. Instead of being sidetracked and actually just chatting away. Not that it's a bad thing, mind you. I just was... Ooh, that's a really nice umbrella. I really like the design of it. It's very cute. Oh, and the chocobos and the Moogles. For some reason it was escaping me. Oh, and the Tomberry. I really like that one. Hey, a fellow enjoyer of the tome weapon. Here I'm back again in the blink of an eye. Interesting cosplay. Shiny Lucario. Part of Team Rock. Oh, I kind of like the... Actually, I really like the design of that. Team Rocket, they have the Pokeball with the monster in it. Oh, they even have a house. That's really neat, actually. Oh, and they're the guild leader, too. All in with the name. It's really neat. I like when people do those little, sorts of things. There's a creepy guy. In every scene. To summarize our findings, we now know Master Poo-Poo's friend is safe and in the company of Honish gentlemen. And possibly here on this very island. Oh, that does sound promising. Godbert! My well-oiled, muscular friend. Father, you returned to the city. I trust this means your own investigation was successful. It was. Although laying hands on the object of my desire has been a long and frustrating ordeal, to say the least. I still want those glasses. It's a shame that's a 1.0 only thing. Only people that were part of 1.0 could have gotten the glasses. Because I like them so much more than the pince-nez. I like them because they're actual glasses. Much painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Manderville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet though I turned her ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. The reason for its absence became clear when I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. Hero visiting a scholar's keen interest in the relic, and how he thus surrendered it into Charlian's safekeeping for study. Trail led me to Labyrinthos. As it turns out, the Charlians never did find the time to conduct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in the dusty corner of Archeon, still awaiting processing. Ooh, am I going to be able to work on Ooh. Interesting. The Illuminati. It is not every bit as perplexing as Godbrand's cipher-bound manual. How are we to liberate its hidden wisdom? We can try kicking it. That usually works for me. Wait, what? Oh, I can help you with that. The device made by Mandervillians, a starfaring race with whom we once traded. That would explain a lot. Mandervillians? Yes, a highly evolved species with the mastery of advanced technologies. People share ideas and inventions, so I'm quite familiar with your family's relic. I so wish I can have the device project whatever images were stored upon it. The dark room would afford us the clearest view, however. Let's retire to our rooms in comma and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in optimal conditions. Huh. That explains... not much. Mandervillians. Coincidental naming, or is there some deeper connection? So they're basically Kryptonians, but wacky. Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us. Cool. I should have gotten some popcorn for this movie. Huh. I am Godbrand, Wanderer of Stars and Weaponsmith Extraordinaire. Huh. First Lord of House Manderville. We're getting lore. This is the Godbrand? Our founding father? I record this message that my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. Tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. Heirs of mine, I am not a man born of the star, or even a man at all. I'm of the Mandervillians, a race which hails from the far side of the great expanse. Nice visual aid. Mandervillians are parasitic symbionts. You can only survive by bonding with other life forms. Goblin. I like the way he's portraying it. Once our essence has taken root, we supplant the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with steel-like resilience. Explains a lot. I knew there was something alien about their possible imperviousness. Then, through the conjoining of compatible host bodies, we produce offspring which harbor the next generation of Mandervillians. Am I gonna have a Mandervillian in my weapon? Something like that? Is that where this is going? The Manderville version of the anima? Symbiotic variant eventually takes to the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. Still, tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Medion? Medion. Huh. Every planet upon which we Mandervillians resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were brought to ruin by life forms suddenly twisted into horrific nightmares. Yeah, the blasphemies. Sounds rather familiar. Even stars far removed in time and space were ravaged by the final days. Hold on. Is that goblin that keeps appearing one of the Mandervilles? Somehow? Because they're using a lot of goblin imagery. Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded a ship and fled upwards into the starry night. We flew and flew until we found a planet. Your planet, untouched by the phenomenon. The rigors of the journey had so damaged our craft that we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death, but even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, Mandervillians do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, the sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. Huh. The very first Manderville. He was himself afflicted with an incurable malady. With little time left to live, seemed content to know that his ailing body could provide safe haven for another. Yeah, he's wearing the Manderville outfit. With this blessing, I set about transferring my essence. Man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty, yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. Went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. But a local lass, and together we had a child, looking a lot like Julian. Though not a pure Mandervillian, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology. A boon I suspect shall be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Manderville. My dear descendants, the folk of this star are most fragile, yet as the first man I encountered did demonstrate, they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. Huh. Like a pop up and vanish. As the last of the Mandervillians, I have but one request to make of you. Pray employ your superlative attributes, and my armory of Manderville armaments for the benefit of these peoples whom I hold in the highest regard. Is this like some traditional Mandervillian dance? I wasn't expecting lore. I was expecting it just to be a comedic, what are they, sort of thing. And somehow these people just managed to be borderland invincible. What an astounding development. I, Hildebrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebear. No case is too big nor too small should be in service to my fellow man. learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being, and it's still business as usual. Wait a minute. Why is Lady Julian so monstrously strong? Is she a descendant of aliens too? Good question. Godbird is floating, it looks like. Well, this is most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. I'm surprised, but it makes sense, I guess. I do wonder if the self-same blood still runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced over some years ago suggests that. But 'tis unimportant. My present purpose remains unchanged. I'll bring our Manderville weaponry to the peak of perfection, for Godbrand and for the good of our star. There goes the creepy stalker. Before I forget, I have a gift for you, Random. Pray await me at the Aetherite Plaza. I shall bring it to you forthwith. Ooh, what is it? I'm actually curious what it could be. If it's a gift from Godbert. Some truths can shatter the foundations of our beliefs when brought to light. I have to say, this wasn't one of them. More staggering discovery was that I had devoted readers in Charlian. Those who peruse my publication are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deception, without exception. I misjudge Charlian people, not collaborators or architects of the conspiracy. They are seekers of knowledge unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. Sure. Master Poo-Poo, though. That one still has ulterior motives. I bet my life on it. Stand ready, for we shall have need of your strength when he shows his true colors. I hope you've not been waiting long. This one was surprisingly short. This is the gift I mentioned. Ooh, a mammoth. Master Poo-Poo's earnest quest inspired me to indulge in a spot of clockwork craftsmanship between weaponsmithing sessions. I thought only fitting that you be the one to care for this diminutive simulacrum. Is there a memento of your adventures together? Thank you. I'll bring it around with me. Cute. As for our Manderville weaponry project, I believe my ancestor's artifact has unlocked the door to the next stage of improvements. Should you find time to offer your assistance, announce yourself to Master Geralt, and I shall endeavor to join you with utmost celerity. Till then, my dear Random. I'm going to quickly upgrade my current Sam weapon. Sam Manderville weapon. And then take the quest on Samurai. I won't be able to complete it, but that's the one I care most about. Elsewhere in Thavnair. This guy's been around all the time. Is he? Is he the benefactor? What? Oh, it's him. Lord Van Hootie, I come with ill tidings. Professor Lugay sent an ambush for his nemesis, but was once more defeated. Current whereabouts are unclear. You blithering dolt. Oh, they're taking advantage of that one to make the money. A shadow army. No matter, preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned. Better not try anything. Ooh. Oh, that's his private airship. I'm not sure what you're planning, but, you're gonna need a much bigger army. They're gonna be there with Hildebrand. Guess this one was shorter since they put so much work into the last one. What with the special instance. Cool. So now we know what the Mandervilles are. At least the bloodline of them. Alright, back in my casual glam. Do I have any of this on me? No, I don't. Yeah, looks like I gotta do the last one. It's nice that they actually specified which step each of the names are. That was one thing that was super annoying for basically every other extra relic. Is that Daft Punk? That's Daft Punk. Man, this is the one I was talking about earlier, that new Manderville weapon for White Mage looks very similar to this one. Now we have to grind out an extra 1,500. Should've done this before the patch came out, but I was also buying plenty of Alchemist, because the price of it should be shooting back up a bit, as everyone's going to be using their tomes for relic weapons. Very good. As for my inner fires, I assure you, I've already done this a few times. Alright, now I can start this one. I'm like 99% sure it's going to be another 1,500 tomes. I don't know for sure. That's what I'm thinking. Howdy, Geralt. Oh, it's you. And weird naked assistant man. Suppose that bespectacled thought it mentioned he made some kind of breakthrough and need to round up the usual suspects. I shall inform his lordship of your arrival. Random, welcome, welcome. We hope we are prepared for another spot of modest labor. I have plucked a new weaponsmithing secret from the depths of my family's extraordinary heirloom. As for why Godbrand abandoned his cipher journals, It seemed that he desired for greater security afforded by the relics recording apparatus. They so fear this knowledge falling into Wicked's hands bespeaks the destructive potential of what we seek to recreate. It's not even as good as the weapon I have right now. Speaking of which, the stage of augmentation required a fundamental alteration to the weaponry's design. Godbrand understood that the individual's wielders have different needs and preferences, and thus conceived a method to modify each armament's base qualities. Essential to the process is a new type of oil known as... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. By solely adjusting the precise ratio of ingredients for this coating, we can influence the path's material conductivity as we see fit. More bloody oil. The oil's chief ingredient is, once again, derived from a meteorite, specifically an chondrite with amplifying properties. It makes sense why they're constantly going for meteorites, because that stuff would have been abundant when they were flying around the universe. And he says it too. We have this world materials, but it's not surprising now that we know the alien origin of Godbrand's weaponsmithing techniques. Oh yeah, he doesn't know, does he? Alien origin, you say? No wonder I weren't familiar with them. As has become customary, I shall prepare the bulk of the necessary resources. While you procure our supply of a chondrite. What a lovely bloody custom that is. And your means, I reckon you could buy a mountain of them space rocks as well. I'll gladly do so, except the merchant in question will accept not less than a specific type of tombstone trade. Much as it pains me to post on random further, she is the best equipped to handle that onerous task. Tome grinding. These improvements call for a drastic reforging. It is your expertise that shall see us succeed or fail as well, Master Geralt. Fine, I'll shut my gob and do as I'm told. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting a distinct impression you've lost interest in this project. You bloody think? I could take this job to pay off my drinking debts. If I manage that, I have no desire to keep working for an underdressed, over-pretentious ass. I see, merely even from the beginning, your distaste for me is rather poorly concealed. I fear such festering antagonism will adversely affect our smithing endeavors. Godbird's smart. Let's resolve our differences over a flagon of fine spirits, for several as circumstances dictate. All at my expense, of course. The way to keep them interested. Free liquor, is it? You best be bringing your biggest purse. You must join us. If you'd be so kind to secure a table at Nehine, I shall be along in short order. Ooh, drinks are old gobber. We're about to see just how deep his lordship's pockets really are. You know, I like to think my character, I probably could just shorten her name to Ark. Like, it's a random Canadian, ARC, so Ark. It's easier than random or Canadian. Be decent at drinking. Like, I mean, I definitely imagine her going for drinks after long adventures and stuff. Like, actually taking part in drinking competitions and stuff. Not an alcoholic, just not bad at drinking. Able to hold her own with some of the more experienced people. I mean, she'd probably lose to Geralt, but probably do better than Godbert. No, probably not. Godbert's an alien, and probably has physiology that's good against... Oh, I missed what that said. Splendid night for spirituous beverages. Sure about this then, are you? I have mighty thirst, and I'll not be slaked by this cheap stuff. Of you, Random, will you be following Master Geralt's fine example? Bring on the high-class brews. For once, it's not on my coin. Very well, I shall order us all the same to start. Beverages, Lord Galbert, enjoy. To your health, my friends. Is this part of the augmentation, or just... Those cups look like they're copper. Which I'm slightly concerned about. They might be clay, I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, you're never supposed to cook acidic foods in copper pots because it becomes poison. Or it specifically causes a reaction with copper that makes it poison. Something like a alcoholic, like a basic drink would probably not be too bad, but like, I think that's part of why people thought tomatoes are poisonous, along with the fact that, if I remember correctly, tomatoes look similar to the belladonna fruit. That could be just something completely wrong that I'm thinking of, but yeah, because it would make people sick because they used copper cookware, and tomatoes being acidic would make them sick. So they thought that the tomatoes were the culprit rather than the copperware. Because I think back then there weren't a lot of acidic things in their food. Double check. Yeah, it leaches copper into the food. That's what it is. So yeah, you have to be careful with what you cook in it. In the short term, it's probably not too bad, but long term, it's going to add up with the leached copper. Right, no beating around the bush. I've paid your debts for a good long while now. I need to tab back into it. Ah, so even my insides offend you. Why might that be? Because for a proper artisan, devotion to your craft ought to be your #1 priority. You're off founding a consortium or building some fool's playground for fleecing the masses. You're a bloody merchant, that's what you are. I believe my devotion is insufficient, then. Our work requires not only the sweat of our brow, but capital to cover expenses, no? Thus does not a steady revenue facilitate the creative process? In that respect, my business ventures have allowed me to indulge in goldsmithing projects I could never have otherwise afforded. It's not true that when you craft houses mean to repay loans or simply make ends meet. Would not a substantial source of wealth spare you such tedious drudgery to empower you to pursue your heart's desire? Got a point. And Drolt doesn't like that. We're gonna need more booze over here. Why do I only have 1 cup? Or am I just being polite and bringing him to the table? What soured me was when you sat your arse on the syndicate. How can you craft aught worthwhile with your head buried in political shit? You may be surprised my participation in Old Oz governance opened my eyes to a different world, which can provide great inspiration for several original pieces. You can keep your bleed in inspiration. I want nothing to do with the prissy rule makers of your ilk. Why do I only get 1 cup? I want more. You and your reasonable arguments. Sods ain't got a clue what it's like for poor buggers like me. What have you got against wearing clothes, ain't you, Road? Says the guy wearing no shirt. More like... Yep, Goddard's calling him out on it. You're more alike than you realize, Master Droll. Especially when it comes to the simplicity of our attire. Goddard dresses up the top half. Holy crap. Goddard can drink. Aye, it's all clear now. You're the master craftsman. And I'm a sodden failure. A failure. Do not look at me like that. You know, how'd you... Bugger, I'm sorry, excuse for a Smitty, and that's all that matters. He seems mistaking you for someone else. Perhaps you could offer him a kind word? Anything to get him to craft my weapon for me. Hmm. I'm thinking saying this will make him realize I'm not her. And I think this will be exactly what Ruina might say. But his craftsmanship is actually damn good. He's made decent relic weapons. There's a lot coming from you. Me thanks. Not curious what the other option has him say. Or if he even hears it. Right, I'm done weeping into me cups. I'll fix up them weapons. And hell's with the money, I'll do it for my own sense of pride. Alright, good luck. You can barely walk. See, Master Geralt has overcome his aversion to our partnership. Splendid. I never would have guessed carrot juice could be so intoxicating. Carrot juice? Ah. I serve for good smith's health, you see. Nah, bartender switched his spirits to something less potent several rounds ago. Man's liquors are sublime, but too much can wreak havoc on a man's constitution. Good on you. And he didn't even notice. There was a time when I, too, devoted every waking moment to my craft. Alas, running a mercantile empire comes with its own responsibilities. Monetary woes notwithstanding, I do envy Master Geralt of his purity of purpose. On that note, let's return to our appointed acquisitions. We shall require 3 chunks of the aforementioned Achondrite as soon as you're able. Which will be quite a while, because I need to grind tomes. I wonder what the fastest way would be. And I can go check the prices, but I'm gonna guess it's 500 each. That actually worked out perfectly. Manderville quest took up the entirety of stream. Yep, 500 each. And I like the alliteration in the names of these. Each roulette give anyway. 60, 100, 120, 100. So I can run all these for 1, 2, 3, 380. And I won't be doing Alliance Raid. And I can't do Roulette Mentor. Yeah, I did end up becoming a mentor a while ago, but I don't even have Mentor Roulette because there's still stuff I haven't finished. Honestly, I don't really care about getting mentor relate, or mentor mount from the roulette. Hop over to the summoning bell, see how much Alchemist is going for. It's up to 3,800. That'd be about 219,000 for the 57 I have. And not quite worth it yet. I want the mount just because it's one of the rarest to get. Bragging rights and whatnot. Yeah, I don't really care about trying to go for the mount because it's so much grinding, and I've heard Mentor Roulette is hell, basically. You have to run extremes with sprouts that won't listen and stuff like that, so yeah, I'm not gonna be touching it. I'd rather just give basic advice to sprouts that I see if they need advice, and really that's mostly it. If anyone needs an invite to the Mentor, the Novice Network, give buffs to people in my party, etc. Yeah, that will be it for stream. Managed to actually be an entire stream of just the Manderville stuff, which is kind of what I was worried wouldn't make for a full stream. So I will start off by plugging my Discord, where you guys can chat with me while I'm offline. And I'll give me updates, just in general. I recently ended up mentioning how my computer's blue screen because of easy anti-cheat. And, like, looking at trying to figure out about turning off ads entirely for my stream and other stuff like that. Yeah, easy anti-cheat for some reason. Blue screening my computer, so I'm just not touching anything with easy anti-cheat now. I looked at both my crash dumps, my blue screen dump things, and they both specifically said module name, easy anti-cheat. Image name, easy anti-cheat. And so on. So, any game with easy anti-cheat is now off the table for me to play for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I give updates like that. And like I was saying, I end up seeing if anyone knew how to entirely disable ads. Because, like, I make, I think, 3 cents a stream at most. And that's on a good stream. There's really no point in me having ads, they're just annoying people. Yeah, that, and then, my YouTube, where I upload my VODs, my streams. Today is going to be a double upload, or double VOD upload, since I ended my one VOD to try and see if I could reload the thing to reduce the bitrate issues. So it'll be 2 VODs. And lastly, my Twitter, which I don't often use, but I do have, so you guys can follow for any time I do post stuff. It's usually just shit posts and stuff, or just pictures. But, I'm gonna find someone to send y'all off to. Alright, I'm gonna quickly mute my desktop so I can make sure I don't get the stream in the back. Great night, then random. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for being here. It was fun chatting. Kind of fun. I think I know them. They are doing the new variant dungeon, so I'll be just sending y'all off to them and then dipping out right away because I want to see it completely blind for the first time. And yeah, as always, my stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 till 10 PST. Any changes will be announced in Discord beforehand if I do any early stream or have to cancel a stream. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one.